Hey guys! Today we are seeing about All You Need Is Kill by Hiroshi Sakurazaka, and it was illustrated by Takeshi Obata. It is basically a time loop story with the main character Keiji Kiriya, repeating the same day over and over. It is not a good day for him, since he invariably winds up getting killed in battle. The inherent danger of a time loop story is that it is set in some undefined near future when the Earth has been invaded by alien creatures from another world that are called mimics. They wreak devastation wherever they spread, poisoning the land and rendering it uninhabitable. Able to retreat and regroup in the oceans, they seem to possess a primitive sort of intelligence, though they show no interest in communicating with mankind. They are certainly well organized on some level, and capable though far from invincible fighters. Slowly, inexorably they've taken over parts of the earth and now pose a threat to Japan. The government there has moved to Nagano, but Tokyo is still the vital economic engine for the country, and the mimics are dangerously close to it. The international community has formed a united defense force, but in the current battles the Japanese have even asked for support from American special forces. The human fighters wear special jackets, body suits and body armor that also mechanically boost the wearer's strength, giving them a chance in the close-range combat against the mimics that seems to be one of the only ways of defeating them. Keiji Kiriya is barely out of high school and still smarting over a failed romance. Joining the fight against the mimics seemed like a good escape, but after 6 months basic training he realizes that he's going to wind up as what amounts to cannon fodder for the mimics. Except that when he finally goes into battle and does get himself killed, it doesn't prove to be quite permanent. He wakes up the previous morning again and finds himself reliving the same day, something he does not immediately realize. Soon Keiji tries to take advantage of his situation, learning from experience. He trains so that he's a better fighter and, knowing where some of the dangers lie, he makes some headway in each battle, but never quite enough. The one larger-than-life presence at the base is legendary American soldier Rita Vrataski, who has been the most impressive in an elite squad responsible for half of all the mimic kills humanity had ever made, as many in just 3 years as the whole UDF put together had in the 20 years before. Keiji eventually teams up with her, as she turns out to have her own insight into what Keiji is experiencing and can possibly help guide him to how to escape it and strike a blow against the mimic. Sakurazaka offers a decent twist to the explanation for the time loops. It's a bit forced, but, hey, there really aren't many scientifically reasonable explanations for time loops, and it does come with a nice twist to it, which also helps in the book's not quite resolution. The mimics and their origin are also inspired ideas, the explanation of their origins and purpose a satisfying one. Their capabilities and form are also nicely handled by Sakurazaka, as he presents them as convincingly evil forces but doesn't go into too much detail, leaving much to the reader's imagination. Time loop story. There is very little repetition. I give a rating of 10 out of 10.